Welcome to another episode of Adventures with Miss Shelli on Wednesdays. I'm happy to have you guys here. Just remember that all of our programs are being posted to gsosummeronline.com, .org, .net. We've got them all, and we can't wait to share some more activity adventures with you. Today we are going to be making wind anemometers. So I've gone ahead and made a sample one, and I'll show you how it works. So an anemometer measures wind speed, and this is something that meteorologists use on a regular day-to-day basis to tell you how much of a breezy day you can have and a lot of other things. But all we really care about is, are we going to have a good breeze on a hot day, right? We want to know this. So I've got a balloon here to help explain wind pressure, or how wind is created. So air moves from an area of high pressure like what's inside this balloon to an area of low pressure. And then it goes everywhere and it creates wind. And so that's a really cool way to demonstrate how wind is created. So inside of that balloon there was a lot of pressure, and then when I let go of it and it wasn't clamped anymore, it came in and just exploded out everywhere else because there's less pressure out here than inside of the balloon. So that's how wind is created. So now we want to learn to measure wind. Like what's inside this balloon. What we're going to do is take 4 paper cups, just whatever paper cups you have lying around.
Does it matter what size?
It doesn't really matter what size. Just make sure they're all the same size.
Same size.
Yeah. And so then we're going to take our marker, or if you've got fun tape that you want to use, whatever you want to use to decorate one of those cups differently than the other 3. So you can decorate all 4 of them. Just make sure that one of them is very noticeably different. So what I'm going to do is color in the bottom of this cup, and then just kind of color along the sides. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that it's going to be obvious when this one goes around, and that helps me count how many rotations around its axis these cups have. So that's just going to help me be able to identify. So I'm just going to color a little bit on the inside too. You guys can make yours a lot prettier than this.
So is it one of those things that maybe if they had 4 cups the same size and one was a totally different color?
That'd be great too. Yeah. All right, so I gotta wheel my brush back in here.
Oh my God, that's a cool marker, everyone.
Isn't it weird?
Like,
I don't remember where I found it.
It's like a paintbrush Sharpie, y'all.
Yeah. All right, so now I want to take my 4 cups, but I need a way to hold them together. So there's a lot of different ways to doing this, but for me, the cheapest, most economical option is to take a piece of cardboard. So I'm just going to cut this flap off of this box.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm just going to cut it in half. And I want it to be pretty close to equal. So if you need to fold yours, you can do that. I'm not going to fold mine because I'm just going to eyeball it. But you want the corrugated cardboard, so the kind that's got these little ridges in it like that. Now I'm just going to cut my cardboard flap in half.
Say, if they're like me, they probably have a lot of Amazon boxes sitting at home.
Yeah, I do right now. All right. You can't find toilet paper or paper towels anywhere else.
Right? Yeah, true.
Okay, so I'm just going to take my flaps, and I'm going to take 2 of my cups, and they'll be on their sides eventually. I'm going to grab a stapler, and I'm going to take 1 cup and put the cardboard flap on the edge, or the edge of the cardboard flap is not going to go over the circle sphere of the cylinder of the cup. There's the word. Okay. So now I'm going to take my stapler and I'm going to move it to where it's going to hit my cardboard about halfway. And the reason I'm doing that, like where my stapler can go all the way down, is just because then I don't have to worry about measuring it, because it's going to go the same distance down on all the cups, because they're all the same. All right, so I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to make this other cup go the opposite direction. So the opening is here, is going this way on this cup, but it's going to go this way on this cup. And staple in again. Now I've got 2 cups stapled in, looking good so far. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with these cups. So this time, they're going to go opposite directions. I'm going to take my other strip of cardboard, my stapler, and you can do this with hot glue if you'd rather do it with hot glue. Or you can wrap tape around it. So you can use
tape, yeah.
Yeah.
We have an example over here, maybe.
Yeah. Well, now I'll do the same thing to this one. So that actually was made from the other flap of the same cardboard box.
Okay. But that's an example of how you could use tape if you wanted to.
Yeah. All right, so now I want to be able to hold my cardboard pieces together, which is why I used the tape.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I could curl a piece underneath if I wanted to. So we'll try that one today. We'll just roll a piece under, stick it here. So we want it to be about halfway, pretty as close to halfway, and you can use this as a really great opportunity to really measure things out too. That looks about halfway to me.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is, and I don't want you to make this problem because I'm going to have to fix this. You want all of your openings to be facing one direction, either clockwise or counterclockwise. So these 2 openings are facing each other right now, and we don't want that. So all I'm going to do is flip this, undo my staples really quick, and we'll pretend that I did this just to show you the wrong way, so you don't repeat that. And then I'm just going to restaple.
Easy enough to fix.
If I can undo my stapler.
There we go.
Okay. All right, and then I'm going to undo this side too.
So it probably hit exactly where the other staple was.
So now, let's see. Oh, what am I doing here? Let's see. Okay, so now, like that, see how they're all going to be going the same direction now.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you can do it, like do your first one and then see how your second one needs to fall before you staple it, will probably help some. Okay, and now I'll just stick it back on here. Okay, so just like that. So now they're stuck together, not going anywhere. Might need to roll it back some. It's the glory of painter's tape.
Right.
You can easily adjust.
You could also use one of those. You remember those little, they're like an inch tall. They're the little brass things with the circle on the top and the 2 things that stick out.
Yeah, those little brads.
Yeah, you could also use that and put it right there in the middle, make a little hole and put that in the middle there.
For sure. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to take is my pencil that's got a nice big eraser on it.
So it needs to have a full eraser.
And a full eraser. Okay. And a little push pin, a little thumbtack. Okay. So I'm just going to take my thumbtack and carefully, and do this with some adult supervision so you don't puncture your own finger. And I'm just going to push it through in the middle, all the way down, just like that. And then I'm going to take my eraser.
Oh, so it's going to come out the other side.
Stick the middle of the eraser.
Let's see if I get a better angle. There we go.
Over. All right. So now the thumbtack is attached to the end of the eraser, and the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to calibrate your anemometer, then on a windless day and in an empty parking lot, get a parent or guardian to take you in a car and stick it out the window at about 10 miles an hour, and you can count the rotations based on how many times you see the colorful cup, the one that's a little bit different, go around. And then you know how many rotations it's going in 10 miles an hour, and you can multiply that for however many. So if you do it for 30 seconds at 10 miles an hour, then just multiply that by 2.
Very
You'll
cool.
see. So if it goes around 15 times in 30 seconds, then it'll go around 30 times in a minute, which is how many times the wind will be per minute. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Make sure you check out our Piedmont Discovery app to see any local trails, gardens, parks, and all kinds of other things on the Piedmont Discovery app. And also tune in to gsosummeronline.com.org.net and see any other exciting summer activities that we have in store for you. On Monday, be sure to tune in with us at 1 o'clock to see Mondays with Mikey and the exciting adventures he has in store for us. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.